Welcome here to the Connacht GA Centre tonight at a wet and windy evening. We've got the Connacht Club minor football final between Westport from Mayo and St.Brigids, the defending champions from Roscommon. So the referee now is about to throw the ball in. Blustery enough conditions, but we should have a great game. The two semi-finals were crackers, so we should be in for a treat tonight. Westport straight away win the throw in and go on the attack. Looks for the full forward line straight away. Won by the St.Brigids fullback Pierce Frost. Good defending. That is Shane Cunningham going deep to help out his defence, and a nice accurate kick pass picks out number 20 there for St.Brigids, who's Cormac Kenny, but that ball's turned over and Westport go on the attack at midfielder Pat Lambert looking inside again. Perfect ball, but a skiddy ball going in there and it's bounced off the full forward's leg out in the left corner. Tries to take his man on along the ground. He's going to run out of space. Well defended, he's well covered there, and Bridges recovered possession. Looking to build there from the right corner. It's a long way to go up the pitch against the wind. Better to keep the ball in hand. They try kick pass again out in front. Very difficult ball to control, and it's going to be a Westport line ball there about 45 metres out. Looking in, looking for options. There's a man cutting things out in front of the full back line. Although that's a good ball, skids on the surface. It's going to be very hard for the players to keep their footing for the whole game. It's good tackling. Number 7 there is Mark Harron playing for Brigids, and they've turned over, defending tenaciously as they're going to have to in the first half against the Elements. Looking to switch the play. There's space out the wing if they can get it out here. Full back again there is Pierce Frost, and he collects ball and he's bursting up the left wing. Slip to number 28, who's a late inclusion, the team Rory Fallon. Rory on the solo run. Slipped inside there, played a 1-2 with his teammate. Although it's hard for him to see how he's going to make progress up the pitch against that wind, with the Westport are well set defensively. Although St. Brigids are content here centre back. Paul McGrath is the captain of the team. Fallon again. Cunningham now. County star. Lovely ball control. Solos draws the tackle. Slips to number 10, Rory Smith. Although he's swamped there by 3 Westport defenders. Wins possession back. Beats the tackles. Passing inside forward, number 30, Owen Derwin. Looking to work a score. Takes a shot. That's a fantastic point from way out the pitch against the wind. Great start for St. Brigids. Owen Derwin, the man there with the first score. Made light of the hard wind. That's how it kicks into the wind. Great score. And Brigids are first on the score sheet. Goalkeeper looking to go long. Doesn't have many options short, so he's the wind at his back. Gets good distance there out towards the 65. 8 midfielder goes up, knocks it down nicely to the wing back. Slips back to Pat Lambert, the midfielder. Pat looks for inside options. Long delivery to his left leg, dangerous one. It's going to skid out of play there. But dangerous situation there, one-on-one inside. It could be a tactic worth pursuing for Westport. If they can get the right ball in. It is difficult to pick people out with long kick passes at this skiddy conditions, but approximately 3 minutes into the match here now. Brigids 1-0 ahead. And we're going to have a kick out now for St. Brigids. Looking for options. Decides to go long. I'd say that's probably a wise tactic with the dangerous conditions. Won again by Westport. Shot comes in there from way out the pitch. That's a fantastic point. Number 10 there, I think that is Luke Tunney for Westport. You saw there how strong the wind is. That was no problem at all to him. 45 metres out, just put it up and sailed over. Great score from the kick out. So 1 point apiece here now, the Connacht GA Centre. We've already had the B final, very competitive match between Tour Strand and Mount Bellew Moylock. The Galway side, Mount Bellew, won the title there, 9 points to 7. A very tough game. Very exciting stuff. Mount Bellew will be hoping it's the start of a good weekend for them. Of course, they're in the county final against Corofin. Replay in Galway this weekend. So there's number 14 for Westport playing very deep. Conor Calvey playing out around the middle, linking the play nicely. Goes long again. Dangerous, difficult to make the ball stick inside there. The full back there for St. Brigids, Pierce Frost, is doing a good job so far. So Westport might, even though they're playing with the wind, the temptation is to put it in high all the time. They might need to mix up their play a bit more and see if that's any success for them. Still early days here. Both teams feeling their way into the match. Brigids goalkeeper Evan Gallagher with another kick out. Drives it out. That's a good kick out, good distance there against the wind out the right wing, but won again by number 7, who's Adam Masterson for Westport there. Takes the mark and the referee's brought it forward. The Brigids players wouldn't retreat, so it's going to be a going to be a free in now, and that's taken, I think, there by Pat Lambert. He's going to have a go at the post, about 30 edge of the 35 metres out. So with the wind at his back, Pat to score this one, I think. Looks at the post, strokes a very nice kick straight over the bar, no problem at all. That free was won by Alan Masterson, so it's 2 points to 1 now in favour of Westport. Playing with a very, very strong wind. But 8 minutes gone here in the first half. Westport 2 points to 1 ahead. Goalkeeper Gallagher now is going to try the opposite wing with the kick out. Gets again good distance against the breeze. Hands up there. Cunyan goes up. Fumbles, but Bridges have won the free. He was unfairly tackled. Although the ref's going to have a quick look. There's a suspicion he might have got a clip in the head. So good precaution being taken there by the ref, making sure that the St.Brigids man there, Shane Cunyan, is okay. Get a bit of attention. I think Bridges might be happy to relieve a bit of the pressure there. They're under pressure due to the wind. So they're going to just take a second and make sure that Shane's okay. Got up very well there for that kick out and just nudged. So Bridges going to look at Pierce Frost, the St. Brigids fullback's the man with the ball in his hands. So when we restart, he's going to be the man to kick it. Doesn't have many options though. There's Westport. I'm just looking out there now. They're marking very tightly. Good high press by them. No sweepers. Okay, so the ball is worked up there towards Rory Fallon. Did very well to turn, and Frost is on the attack now up the left wing. Soloing through, looks for the support, passes to his inside forward, Tom O'Carroll, who shows a great turn of pace and bears down on goal, 20 metres out. Gains advantage, but no, the ball just drifted wide, but the ref correctly is going to bring it back there. Brilliant bit of play by Tom O'Carroll. Burst past his man and drew the foul of the midfielder who was coming late. Ref gave advantage, the ball just drifted wide with the wind, so it's going to be a free, maybe 25 metres out, which Shane Cunyan is strolling forward to kick. Difficult free into the wind, so let's see if he likes to go off the hand or kick it off the deck. He's going off the hands, so just to equalise the game. 10 minutes into the first half. Good open game so far. Difficult conditions, but both teams making light. And that ball has gone left and wide. Difficult free, as I said. Very, very difficult goal to kick into now. It's going to be hard for Bridges to rack up a big score. But they'll be glad to relieve the pressure, and as long as they can keep the ball at this end, I think they'll be happy enough for the first half. Goalkeeper goes long out towards Cunyan's underneath it. Beats both of them, centre back. Wins possession there. Pass inside to number 10, Rory Smith. Centre back has continued his run. Paul McGrath, the captain, goes for the 1-2. Slipped inside to his co-captain, Kieran Shukru. Shows a good turn of pace. Off the post, comes back out. Good effort. They're fighting for inside there. Who's coming out? Bridges' man has it. He's well marshalled though. Looking for his options. He does well. Comes back out 21 metres out. Jinking gone inside. They've worked a chance here. Yeah, foul there going down the ball. I think that was 15 again. Tom O'Carroll bent his back, and as soon as the tackle came in, that's always going to be a free. And good bit of forward play and good patience by Bridges to recycle and wait for the opportunity to come. And they did that. Now they're going to have another free in front of the post here. So a left-footed kicker this time. Slightly more straightforward, but still no free is easy into these goals in these conditions, and that's well put away. So that's the level score. Number 11 kicked that one, Oisin O'Reilly. Sorry? Yeah. Oisin O'Reilly with the free there, left footed point, and we're underway again. Good kick there by the Westport goalie, who is Sean Grimes. One possession out there by Calvi, who's out in the middle of the field, and again Westport go along. But the St. Brigids full back line there is showing is well able to battle and fight for their own ball, and they've won it again, and they're on the attack. Switch of play, but that's cut out by Garrett Jordan there, well read, and Westport come again. Good bursting run here by the midfielder number 8, who is Pat Lambert again. Slipped inside, but it's skidded away, and the skiddy ball is like a bar of soap. But full back there is a judge, Pierce Frost, the judge, to have ran too far, so he's going to give Westport the opportunity to nudge back in front. 12 minutes into the first half, and who's it going to be to kick this? 30. That's number 13 there, who is Stephen Loftus. So he's going to have the opportunity to nudge his team back in front. Again, 35 metres out. With this breeze, I don't think the distance is going to be a problem, so he's just going to have to worry about the accuracy. Looks at the post. Strokes it expertly curled over the black spot, and that's 3 points to 2 in favour of Westport. Stephen Loftus there with his first point of the game, joining Pat Lambert and Luke Tunney on the score sheet. So Brigids goalie Evan Gallagher again is going to try and pick out one of his players. Looks for Cunyan, but the ball goes central, and it's going to be Emmett Rowley who takes the mark. Again, straight away looks for the inside line. The ball inside. And again, the full back line from Brigids are standing firm there. Yeah, and Brigids have possession over in the right corner. Number 4 coming out with the ball there is Gary Daly. So that's well worked by Brigids. The full back line there is really putting under tough pressure, but they're standing up to. Ref is going to bring the ball back there. He wants to have a chat with one of the Westport players, and we'll have a brief break and play. We're 14 minutes into the first half. 3 points to 2 in favour of Westport. As I said, Montpellier Moylock already won the B game here tonight in the Connacht GA Centre. It's not the best night for football, but it's good, competitive, tight, hard football, and very enjoyable match so far. Lovely pass out of the defence there with the left, and we've got number 28 here again, who's Rory Fallon, who was a late inclusion in the team and is playing plenty of ball so far. Here's Cunyan. Slips, goes back to centre back, who is Paul McGrath. Paul looks up into the full forward line. Lovely pass inside to number 15. Tom O'Carroll, who's showing very well for Brigids anytime they can get forward. Here's Cunyan in the attack. Looks inside. Bouncing ball. Very hard ball to control in these conditions. And Westport have turned it over. I don't think that's the correct tactic to be kicking for the full forward line like that. Then we're going to have a brief break and play another quickie. The physio's coming in here, so we're going to have a treatment. Is that a card? I think there might have been a card flashed of some description there to one of the Brigids players, overzealous with his tackling. And another stoppage as the wind sweeps across the pitch here. Still a very good crowd here at the Connacht GA Centre tonight. It's a big match for both clubs. So Friday evening, where else would you be, I suppose, in November Friday evening? Where else would you want to be when you're watching your club in the Connacht final? So again, we're stoppage to make sure. I think it's another head injury there for one of the Brigids players. And Westport will restart from the centre back position. Again, Brigids playing without any real full-time sweeper there in defence. They've got a man, their centre back is sitting a bit, who is Paul McGrath. He's sitting a small, but he's not totally in front of the full back line, but he's marshalling his area. He's not following his man back up the pitch there, so that's the only protection they have. They're back in their full back line, who are well able to compete for the ball at the moment. Here's Fallon again, showing a clean pair of heels to his marker, bearing down in goal. Good chance here for St. Brigids. Slips to the right. That's number 12, who is Ian O'Rourke. Recycled but turned over by Westport. Fierce defending. And they're on the attack. Chipped in towards centre forward position. Kicked on again. Westport very keen to kick the ball, which is good to see. Emmett Rowley looks inside again to the full forward line. No, but that ball again has squirted away, persisting with the long ball into the full forward line tactic, and it's so far hasn't been overly fruitful for them. But you feel that if they can just sharpen up a small bit, there could be danger inside. There isn't much defensive cover inside for St. Brigids, but the full back line is doing brilliantly at the moment for them. Here is Evan Gallagher again with the kick out. High hanging ball. Cunyan is under it. Goes up. No. Yeah, and the break is won by Bridges, and they're on the attack to centre forward, who is Oisin Riley. Free for Oisin. Westport side not happy with that, but he's trying to take that from the wrong place completely. But the ref wants a quick word with Bricken, the Westport captain. And we're going to have a free on their own 65. Cunyan will take it for Bridges. We are 15 minutes into the first half here. The Connacht GA Centre for the Connacht Club Minor Football A final. Okay, so restart here now with Cunyan. Looking for options. Tight marking by Westport. It's hard to know where he's going to go. Goes for the ever-willing Tom O'Carroll. This time number 5 for Peter Carty for Westport comes away with the ball. Looks up, number 8 Pat Lambert on the attack. Brilliant interception there by centre back Paul McGrath, who's having a fine game for St. Brigids, hoovering up a lot of ball there in dirty conditions. Number 15 here now, Tom O'Carroll again, who's carrying the ball very effectively for Brigids. He's going into trouble, he's going to have to come out, and he does. Back to Shane Conan. Shane looks up, lovely solo dummy, looks for his full forward line. Bouncing ball, dangerous one inside. Again, difficult, but Oisin O'Reilly is coming through. He pulls in the ball on the ground. Lovely finish, soccer style, into the bottom corner. Kept his cool. And that's a goal now for Brigids. They're gone 2 points up. Oisin O'Reilly really kept his cool in on goal. Nice bit of play by Shane Cunyan. Sold a dummy and gave a kick through. Squirted through with the greasy ball. And following through was Oisin O'Reilly from centre forward all on his own. Kept the ball on the deck and slotted it past the goalkeeper, Sean Grimes. And Bridges got into a 2-point lead now, 1, 2 to 3 points. 17 minutes into the first half here even, and Bridges have another free. 2-point advantage now. They'll be delighted with that, playing against a strong wind. Hot ball is the decision. It's going to be Canaan and Lambert. Lambert goes highest. Number 12 now, Garrett Jordan slips it back to Lambert, and Westport are on the attack. Centre back showing well there. Brickenden, left-footed player, turns onto his right. Where's that going? High dropping ball, dangerous one. Goalkeeper, he has it at the second attempt, no problem at all to Evan Gallagher. And Bridget's build again from the back. Here's full back Frost. Kicked out, nice pass inside. Fumble there, but collected again by McGrand. He's headed on to Fallon, the sub. Well, not sub, but he wasn't named to start, number 28, Fallon. And Bridget's again, Oisin O'Reilly deep in defence, goal scorer. Oisin left for the player, very elegant footballer. Looking across the line, no real option, so they're happy to play keep ball back there now and wait for the gaps to appear, which is sensible. Number 3, Pierce Frost. Having a fine game, playing the world of ball. Conan again supporting. Brilliant ball control, this player soloing. Great hands. A calming influence around the middle of the pitch for his team, well able to keep possession. Conan again. Left-footed this time into the full forward line, into 14, into Kieran Shukru, the co-captain of the team. Gathers it at the second attempt. He's taken on the full back. Slipped to a marked man, although it's come out. Number 5 now. 5's Robbie Dolan. Brilliant point. And now it's 1-3 to 3 points to St. Brigids. That was Robbie Dolan. A good bit of work by full forward Kieran Shukru. Burst past his man, drew a few tackles, and created the overlap. And Robbie Dolan on the attack up from his number 5 position, slotted the score, and we've 1-3 to 3. And we've 90 minutes of the first half. Brigids win the kick out again. Goal ahead, playing against the wind. They'll be very happy with their first half. Number 4 is Gary Daly. 28, Rory Fallon. But brilliant tackle there, got the hand in Emmett Rowley, and the turnover, and Westport now have a counter-attack inside towards Lambert. Slipped on again to number 10. His goal in his mind, deflected off the post, out for a 45. There was a chance, took a shot from 21 metres out, hit a defender, could have gone anywhere, went out for a 45, and we're going to have a 45 here now for Westport, who trail by 1-3 to 3. Despite having the wind at their back. We're about 20 minutes into the first half here. The 45 is going to be kicked by Brickenden, the centre back and captain of Westport. So he's going to eye up the post here as Westport hope to claw back a point. Brickenden settles himself. Feel if he gets it up in the air, the wind will bring it over. Drilled low, drilled all the way like an arrow straight over the crossbar. Brilliant score by centre back Brickenden, and that brings back the score to 1-3 to 4 points in favour of St. Brigids after that fantastic Oisin O'Reilly soccer style goal. So another kick out now for Gallagher in the Brigids goal. He's going to try and pick out one of his midfielders with a long kick as the wind howls here. So it's hanging up there. Cunyan has an eye on it. Oh, brilliant one-handed catch. What skill by Shane Cunyan. Looks straight forward for Riley. The two of them players are linking up Riley, but he spilt it, and number 9 is Emmett Rowley, turned over for Westport. He's bursting through, looks at the post. That's another point for Westport by Emmett Rowley. So back to the bare minimum now again, 1-3 to 5 points in favour of St. Brigids. 21 minutes into the first half here at the Connacht GA Centre in the Connacht Club A football minor final. Brigids, who won the competition last year, hoping to defend their title, and they're a point down at the a point up even. Excuse me. Here, and the rain is fairly torrential. Certainly November. Up high, one again by Westport there after getting a bit of a stranglehold around the middle of the pitch. Brilliant bit of play there. What number is that? Number 11. What a point. Oh no, it just drifted wide. Westport lads reckon it was over, but the umpire is sure, and he's not going to change his mind. The ref is going in actually to discuss with him. Good shot, 45 metres out. The ref is going to have a discussion here with the umpire, who seemed adamant. So they're going to stick with the decision. The ball was wide. So it's still 1 point in it. Brigids a point up. 22 minutes gone in the first half. Gallagher with the kick out. Again, a high hanging ball. Very difficult for any man to go up and catch that. Although midfielder Emmett Rowley, who's having a fine game there now around the middle. 11 is going to try and have another go at the post. Here's 12, Jordan. Cawley, in fact. Similar players with the socks up. Jordan this time now. Looks for the full forward. Advantage, the ref is the hand up. The ref is the hand up, so it's going to be a free in for Westport. This will tie up the game if they get it. Brigids are a point up. So with the win now, that's going to be midfielder Pat Lambert, I would say, to kick it. Yeah, so Pat's 35, 40 metres out here with the win behind him. He's already kicked 1 point in the game, free from a similar distance, so there should be no bother to him. It's kicked it wide, unfortunately. I think I underestimated how difficult that one was. So a point in it now. Brigids still a point up, and 4 wides Westport have had. A lot of them have come from kicks from out the pitch, which have squirted wide off the end line away from the full forward. So Gallagher now, I don't know, maybe a more cynical person might say he's trying to buy a bit of time against the wind, but he's maybe even the ball is blowing off the tee, so he's finding it difficult. So he's going to, yeah, ready to restart now, and Gallagher's going to boots out to the middle of the pitch. That's a great kick out. Fallon's underneath it, goes up high but fumbles, and underneath behind is the roving full forward Conor Calvey. Foul, fairly hard foul, and Westport, they're anxious to get on with things. They have the ball over in the left wing, 45 metres out, inside towards Mark Moran, who huge kick from outside in the left wing. That's another wide for Mark off his left. Again, it wasn't very far away, but and worth an effort with the ball, so with the strong wind at his back, but we still have the bare minimum between the teams. 25 minutes gone in the first half. The score is St.Brigids from Roscommon 1-3, Westport from Mayo 5 points, and another Gallagher kick out to come. Brigids have been penned in there now for the last 10 minutes. Westport are much in the ascendancy, as you'd expect with the conditions that we have. So that ball hasn't travelled very far, and it's won inside by Loftus. The ball is squirted through the always liable to happen in conditions like that. A shot from Mark Moran, who's had 2 wides there. The miss-hit shot, but squirted into the net underneath Evan Gallagher. Desperately unlucky. And now Westport have gone 1-5 to 1-3 ahead. Misfortune for Gallagher. You'd have a lot of sympathy for him. Very difficult in these conditions, but he'll feel he should have kept it out. Moran with the goal. And we are back to 1-5 to 1-3 in favour of Westport. St. Brigids would dearly love to get their hand on a kick out here and relieve a bit of pressure and have a bit of possession for a while. So we're going to have another Gallagher kick out. We have got 26 minutes gone in the first half. Torrential rain here at the Connacht GA Centre. It's not a very nice night for football at all, but we're being served a very entertaining match. But again, Loftus has won the break. That's 2 in a row. He won the one that won the kick out that led to the goal. Also, the shouts, they reckon he can make the distance from here. He's a good 50 metres out, but fancies his chances with the wind at his back. He's lining it up. 2 points ahead, Westport, as Stephen looks for the post. That's not going over, but it's a dangerous ball in around the house. The hands go up, broken back out towards Calvey. Swerves onto his left foot. Brilliant point by Conor Calvey. Putting Westport now. Westport 1-6 to 1-3 over St. Brigids as we move towards half time. There's 26 minutes gone of the first half here of the Connacht Club minor football final, A grade, and Westport lead Brigids by 1-6 to 1-3. That point there from Conor Calvey, his first. He's wearing 14, but he's playing around the middle. That Gallagher kick out has been won. First time Brigids got their hands on the ball, but Rory Smith won a crucial kick out there, and now they're on the attack. Unfortunately, the ball came off the back and turned over, and Westport have it again over in front of the dugouts here, and they've recycled it. There's Jordan, looks up, left-footed pass. Nice pass by Jordan into Calvey, who's winning a lot of ball. Westport starting to move now with a bit more confidence. 11 here, the goal scorer, Mark Moran, trying to fashion room for a shot, but turned over. The ref deemed him to have thrown that ball, and Brigids are going to have possession and they're going to have an attack. Connacht looks up, nice pass over to the right wing. They're going to look to build. Very difficult to move the ball with any kind of speed playing against wind like that, but Connacht sensibly holds possession and recycles. Now they're going to, if they come to the far side, they have number 5 here, who's Robbie Dolan, already got a point in acres of space. They're a bit slow getting it over to him, but yeah, trying to be too direct there. I think they would have been better moving that ball through the hands. And Westport have it, and they're looking to build from the back. We're moving towards half time here. We've got 2 minutes to go of normal time. A lovely ball inside, although it's going to be cut out. Is it? Yeah, Brigids full back line who are defending very manfully back there. And now the ball comes to Dolan, the point scorer early on. He's making a lot of progress up the left wing here for Brigids, although the tackling from number 8 there, Pat Lambert, is excellent. Number 10 is Rory Smith. Moved the ball inside Connacht, flicks it on, although he's adjudged to have gone in with the boot there. The ball was loose. I think he might have been entitled to go for, but the ref has adjudged to use his boot dangerously there, and Westport are going to have a free on the halfway line. I think Anthony Coyne is going to talk to Anthony Coyne, refereeing today, is talking to Shane Connacht. Gives him a yellow card. Dangerous use of the boot, I think he was adjudged to have done there. Minute left in normal time. The score is Westport 1-6. We're playing with a strong win. St.Brigids 1-3. This ball has been driven in by the captain, bricking in and around the house. Dangerous ball. Fumbled. No, one very well there by cornerback Sean Grislane. And Brigids build from the back, although adjudged to have overcarried the ball there. Number 12, Ian O'Rourke, deep in his own defence, trying to break free. The tackling from Westport, it has to be said, in the full forward line was very good on that occasion. He'd nowhere to go, and the ref adjudged to have taken too many frees. Now we have Pat Lambert missed a similar enough free there maybe 5 minutes ago, so Pat will seem to, hopefully from his perspective, he'll have found his range and he will make amends here. 30 metres out, stroked familiar style from Lambert. That's bisecting the post, no problem. So another point there for Pat Lambert. That's his second, and the score is 1-7 to 1-3 as time ticks into extra time. How much the referee will add on, we'll have to wait and see. So 4 points the difference, 1-7 to 1-3. Gallagher drills the ball. That's actually well picked out. Ian O'Rourke with a nice kick out there. And Brigids, can they narrow the gap before the half-time whistle? Here's Dolan again, having a fine game here in the left wing back position. Doesn't seem to be anyone marking him. He's the running the wing, and I think they could use him a bit more. Anyway, here comes, he passes to his wing back colleague, who's Mark Harron, and the ball. Brigids had the ball in the left corner, hopefully looking to fashion a score. 15, who's dangerous anytime he gets the ball, Tom O'Carroll. He's going to have to recycle. Brilliant block down there by the Westport defender. Excellent diving bravery, diving the ball, and Brigids have the line ball. Connacht has it 45 metres out. Back out to Dolan. Recycle now to Fallon. Brigids happy to wait for a gap. Happy to mind the ball for a while with half time not far away. Connacht looks into the full forward line. Shown again is Tom O'Carroll, who's a constant outlet, and they've worked it here. Brilliant point. That's Oisin O'Reilly. That's 1-2 Oisin has got. Great patience that occasion by Brigids, waiting for the gap to open, and there's a 3-point advantage now for Westport. As we move towards half time, the referee is just telling the linesman how much added time we're going to have, and I think 2 was the gesture I saw, so we're going to have 2 extra minutes here at the end of the first half. Westport a goal ahead, 1-7 to 1-4. It's been a very, very entertaining match here at the Connacht GA Centre in difficult conditions, in fairness. Fallon there leapt up like a salmon. Dropped possession, although Brigids have been turned over, and it's going to be a Westport free. There's this captain Brickenden, who's been very influential. Lots of ball around midfield he's picking up. Kicked inside towards Calvi. Passed inside, then here comes Brickenden again. Massive influence on the game he's having, the Westport captain. It's going to be, the referee's hand up, it's going to be advantage. Free in now for Westport, 50 metres out. Are they going to look for the post? The selectors near us certainly think they should have a go at the post. So Lambert, who just landed a free for them, is going to have a go himself. 50, he's the guts of 55 metres out here, so it'll be a fine kick if it goes over. Strokes it, doesn't even seem to put any effort into it, and not a bother at all. Beautiful kick. Pat Lambert, that's his third of the match, third free. And now the score is 1-8 to 1-4 We've maybe a minute left here before the half-time whistle. 1-8 to 1-4 in favour of Westport. But bear in mind that they're playing with such a strong wind. Nice kick again by Gallagher. He's 12 there. Has won a couple of kickouts. Ian O'Rourke for Brigids. He's coming back and he's winning ball. Cunyan, safe pair of hands again for Brigids. Oh, that was a cynical enough foul there now. Number 9 is going to have a talking to from referee Emmett Rowley. I don't think there was anything overly malicious, just a good hard tackling. So we're going to have a quick stoppage. While Cunyan gets a bit of attention, gets a bit of a breather. Yellow card for midfielder Rowley, who's got a point in the match, playing well. 12 again, who's an outlet constantly. Ian O'Rourke back to Conan. Takes on, glides past number 7 there. Brilliant ball carrier, Shane Conan, into number 28, Fallon. Looks inside. Nice ball. 5 again is Dolan. Always an option on the left wing. He's bearing down on goal. Pass inside to the captain, Shukru. Takes on again. Has a pop for the post. Late tackle, and it's going to be a free right in front of the goals. Exactly what the doctor ordered for St.Brigids. Point just simple free, you'd say, even though I won't speak too soon, in front of the post. Any free in these conditions is difficult. So Brigids, if they get this, they'll go in 3 points behind, which I would say if you asked them at the start of the half they would have taken. Shukru there took a heavy enough knock. He's still down. He's going to get some attention. Another player who's dangerous anytime Brigids can get him the ball. They won't be happy to see him down it. So free in front of the post. Centre forward, Oisin O'Reilly will kick it. Already scored 1-2. Card there, number 4. Black card, I think. Number 4. Kevin Maguire is coming to the sideline. He's black carded for his tackle there. So he'll have to be replaced. No, black card there, yeah, for number 4. Sorry, I missed it. And Oisin O'Reilly slotted over the free. So we've got 1-5 now. Half-time whistle's just gone. Westport 1-8. St.Brigids 1-5. Very entertaining first half here at the Connacht GA Centre in very, very difficult conditions. It's going to be a cracking second half, so definitely come back and join us. 1-8 to 1-5 in favour of Westport. back here now for the second half. Just looking at how brilliant it is to see such a large crowd here at the Connacht GA Centre on as dirty an evening as you could possibly imagine. Great to see everyone out supporting the local club, the miners, the stars of the future. So that's a good sign anyway, definitely. Very big crowd here at the Connacht GA Centre. We had a big crowd for the first game as well, the B final between Mount Bellew who beat Tour Strand from Sligo, in another very close, exciting game. So we're ready for the second half. The score is 1-8 to Westport, who played with the strong win. Brigids will have the win in the second half, and Brigids are 1-5. So all to play for in the second half. Could go either way. Referee Anthony Coyne gets ready to throw the ball in. Anthony had a fine game in the first half. Very difficult conditions to referee, but kept everything running nicely. And free in now is going to be for St. Brigids. Brigids with the wind at their back will be a completely different game in the second half. Westport defenders will be put under a lot more pressure. High ball into the full forward line. Difficult one to control. Running onto is Oisin O'Reilly, who was the star of the first half at 1-3. Very, very powerful, skillful player. Left-footed player. 14 now is Shukru, the captain. I thought the referee got that one correct as well. He'd nowhere to go. He was burrowing, and good tackling, good defending by the Westport full back there. And now they're on the attack. Number 5 for them is Peter Carty. Had a good first half too. Soloing, strong player, shipped out to the wing. It's going to be very difficult for Westport to build the ball, but they've got the 3-point cushion, so they'll look to consolidate that. Nice run here. Slipped inside. But that's a loose pass by number 8, who had a brilliant first half, as Pat Lambert. That was a dangerous bit of a hospital pass, and well intercepted by the British defence, who had a brilliant first half collectively as a unit. Looking inside now, Shukru again, who's a constant threat there, showing brilliantly. Hasn't gotten the scoreboard yet, Shukru, but he's been winning frees, showing very well out in front. Free in now for St. Brigids. Shane Kinnan will kick it. Shane Kinnan kicked in the first half, actually didn't score, but instrumental in everything good that Brigids did. Handled the world of ball. Difficult free now, look to guide it. Strokes it up high in the air. I think he might have. No, he absolutely nailed it. So that's the gap cut already. Shane Cunyan, brilliant free. And the gap is now 2 points. St. Brigids, 2 minutes into the second half. St. Brigids narrowed the gap to 1-6 now to Brigids and 1-8 to Westport. Sean Grimes is going to have a difficult job in the second half, trying to get the ball out as far as he can and try and pick out his midfielders. But that's the task in front of him. Looks up. Better to keep it low and drill into the wind. That's a fine kick out towards middle of the pitch. Westport have won it, very well done, and delivered fast inside. Number 13 is Stephen Loftus. Had a good first half as well. Hoovered up a nice few breaks as Westport moved the ball slickly through the hands in the half back line, advancing to the 65 up the left wing. Number 7 is Alan Masterson, another man who had a good first half. Westport happy to play keep ball. Nothing. The door is shut inside for them with centre back Paul McGrath patrolling things back there well. Not much space, so Westport are going to be happy to go over and back, although just as I say it, they go direct. Not a good idea kicking in when there's so many defenders patrolling things. I think they'd be better to mind possession out the pitch and try and draw out the blanket a small bit. Bridget's on the attack now. Conan looks up. Such an elegant footballer. You could watch him play all day, looking for options. Number 4 is Gary Daly. Back to Conan, looking for options inside again. Decides against kicking. Happy enough to hold possession here. Number 12, workhorse Ian O'Rourke for Bridget's. Getting through an amount of work, covering, tackling, winning kickouts. Looks for the inside line. That ball is too high. Very difficult wall to win. But again, it's Shukra out in front. Although that's got over the line. Bridget's ball. Oisin O'Reilly coming over. Man who scored 1-3 in the first half. I think he might even fancy a go at the post here. With that win behind him, he's about between the 30 and the 21. Huge win, so be a massive point if he can do it. Up high in the sky. Dangerous one in around the house. Who's going up? Fallon goes up, breaks. But away come Westport. That's wing back Peter Carty. Crucial break he won there. Although that's a very, very loose ball. advantage being played to Shane Conan. Happy enough to take the free. That was very loose. Peter Cartley, bit of a rush of blood, won a great break inside. Dirty ball. Very anxious to move the ball up the pitch. Bit of a miss kick. Conan intercepted it and he was fouled. So now he's going to have this free on the edge of the D to narrow the gap to the bare minimum. We've had 4 minutes of the second half. Westport 1-8, St.Brigids 1-6. Shane Conan going for a second point. Strokes it over, not a problem at all to Shane. That's his second. Westport is not a good idea for him to be fouling in the second half with a free taker the calibre of Shane Conan. He'll punish them from anywhere inside. You'd nearly say 55 metres with that win behind him. Bare minimum now between the teams. We've had 5 minutes of action in the second half of the Connacht GA Minor Club final, A grade. Westport a point up, 1-8 to 1-7. Brutal conditions, but we're having a cracking game here. Westport win possession from the kick out. Here's number 7, who is, of course, Alan Masterson. Twisting and turning, that's a good solo run. I have the wrong man, it's Masterson now on the ball. Recycle inside. Emmett Rowley looking for options. Difficult again, as I said. The Brigids have a man back there and it's cutting out the easy ball into the full forward line, so they're going to have to work it through the lines. Masterson finds 11, who is Moran. Got a goal in the first half, bit of a fluky goal, but they all count. In around the house. Oh, brilliant fetch there by Loftus. Although it's ripped off from tenacious defending by Bridges, and they're on the attack down the right wing. That's O'Rourke again, deep in defence. Oh, Fallon waited for the ball. Dropped. Nice pass inside, dangerous one. Who's in there? It's Calvi. Onto the left foot. That's still hasn't gone out of play. That was a difficult shot. Probably the wrong option there into that wind. And Conan has it in the very, very left corner. Long way up the pitch here, from here. Solos. Passes inside to centre back. McGrath, who's having a fine game as well. Conan again. There's the full back. Another man who had a great first half, Pierce Frost. Out now to the... That's a good break. Is that number Luke Grislane? Looks inside. Brilliantly won again by Shukru. He's winning some amount the ball in the full forward line. He's a fantastic outlet for his team. Slipped inside nicely to the ever-willing Tom O'Carroll. Trying to make space to swing his boot at it and equalise the game. He's dancing past defenders there. That'll be some point. Off the post and over, and the teams are level. That's Tom Carroll's first point. Brilliant bit of forward play. Dodged 2 or 3 defenders this way and that. A very elusive forward. 7 minutes into the second half, and Brigids and Westport are level here at the Connacht GA Centre. Driving rain, but we're having a cracking game. Brigids close the gap to level scores, and they're coming in waves. Kicked out now by Sean Grimes. Westport need a score. But again, it's Dolan there. Wins a brilliant flicked on inside to O'Rourke again. Looks inside. O'Rourke plays the 1-2. He's back inside. He's going to have to turn back. Back to Oisín. Oisín O'Reilly pass inside to O'Rourke. Selfless play. Fallon has drifted in here. Oh, the goal looks certain, but they'll be happy enough at the point. That was Rory Fallon, the man who started. He was wearing 28. He drifted in. He's playing around the middle. He wasn't covered. The goal was on, but Westport or Brigids even will be happy. Will take the point. They've moved in front for the first time since about the 10th minute of the first half. Number 12 again there. Ian O'Rourke was instrumental in that. He's handling a lot of ball. But that was Fallon's first point, and now Brigids are gone into a point advantage. First ball. Let's come out to this wing in a while. One well push in the back. Yeah, push awarded by the referee. O'Rourke has it. He's looking inside. They're happy enough to put the ball down. Oisín O'Reilly, the man who scored 1-3 in the first half, fancies to go at this again. It's a long, long way out. He's all of 55 metres out there, I'd imagine. But Oisín's confidence after having such a good first half and the win behind him. It's a mighty boot inside. Another dangerous one into the full forward line. I think that was a Westport man. No, wide ball. So, respite. Westport badly need a bit of possession. They should have an extra man back there because Brigids have a man patrolling their own D, so that maybe they should try and look for a few short kickouts. Could be an option. Get the hands in the ball and work the ball up the pitch rather than trying the long kick out, because it's very difficult with these conditions to get any kind of purchase past the 45 for the goalkeeper. Sean Grimes is even having trouble getting the ball to stay on his tee. Not too interested in the short kick out. Sean isn't. The ball isn't staying in the tee. That'll tell you how strong the wind is, how difficult the conditions are here for all the players. Sean's happy enough to boot the ball out to the middle. Here we go. Number 9 underneath it is Billy McDonald, who's come in for Brigids. Didn't start the game, Billy, but we're going to have a Westport free. Crowd not happy with that one, but Westport on the attack. Bring the ball up, the ref does. And centre back and captain Brickenden is holding it. Got a brilliant point in the first half, and Westport are on the move now. 65 metres out from their own goal. Going to have to work it up the pitch. Centre forward for them is Mark Moore, and the goal scorer in the first half. Both centre forwards got a goal each. Here comes Brickenden on the burst. Creates the overlap. Although they turn into traffic, there's a lot of Brigids defenders back, and they've turned them over. They're defending brilliantly back there. Here's 15, he's coming very deep. Tom O'Carroll. Brilliant forward. Tom O'Carroll, he's been very elusive, winning lots of ball. Electric player. Connacht on the ball. Shane Connacht doesn't wear gloves even in these conditions, such as his ball handling skills. Oh! Westport turned the ball over. Massive hit there, but overcarrying a judge by referee Coyne, and Bridges are going to have a free. Bridges building slowly again, looking for options. Can't stress enough how greasy that ball must be out there. Very, very difficult for the players, but they're brilliant performance by all 30 of them out there at the moment. They're producing fantastic entertainment. Westport battling hard. Here's number 9, Emmett Rowley, point scorer in the first half. Having a brilliant game, really taking the fight to St.Brigids. Turned over though. I think that's centre back Paul McGrath again with another brilliant turnover, and here they come. There's Fallon, recognisable with the green boots. Nice ball inside Oisin O'Reilly, who's in there. Again, it's Shukru, winning everything that's coming in towards him. Brilliant target man, full forward play. Turns his man, looks at the post. No, that's wide by Kieran Shukru there. But again, winning all kinds of ball, up high, down low, anything that's coming into him is sticking, which is exactly what a team needs in conditions like this. Grimes again now with the kick out Westport. 10 minutes gone, 12 minutes gone even in the second half. Bridget's a point up, playing with a strong wind. Great catch there in the middle of the field by Billy McDonald, a man who didn't start the match but has come in for the second half and is having a big influence on the midfield. Fallon, who's moved to wing forward since Billy McDonald came on. Fallon from way out. Goalkeeper is not sure, but it's waved wide. Well worth a shot from that distance, especially with the wind behind you. And Rory Fallon is well capable of scoring from those, but that drifted a small bit wide. Westport management is urging his goalkeeper to try and find a short kick out, but they don't seem to be able to work it. That's a nice kick there. Number 10 is under it, who's Luke Tunney. Billy McDonald again wins the possession from the kick out. He's having made a huge difference since he's come in there. He's winning everything at the moment. Number 10 is Tunney. That's slightly high tackle, not much in that, but it was probably a foul, alright. So it's going to be a free for Tunney. Referee Coyne is going to have a word. Not happy with some of the language being used there, I think, towards him, but it's going to be a free. 45 metres from their own goal, Luke Tunney. Westport badly need a score, yet to score in the second half. 13 minutes gone. Bridges have got the last 5 points of the game and now lead by a point. It scores 1-9 to 1-8, and we have had 13 minutes of the second half here, the Connacht Club A final. Minor grade, nice pass inside. Lambert's out to the 40, they're trying to get him more involved in the game, taking a lot of steps maybe, but he gets away with it. Inside to centre forward Mark Moran, very powerful forward. Need more from him in the second half if they're going to win. Number 9 is Emmett Rowley, who's handling a world of ball there. Here's Moran again, goal scorer. Looks very direct, that's too long. Bridgets have that covered. They have an extra defender in there, so I don't think the direct ball, especially in these conditions, is going to work out. I keep saying it. Dangerous one, but just gets all the way to Fallon. Bridges have a counter attack now. Dangerous chance. Will they look to hit Shukru again? Yeah, suspicion of a black card here, I think. Potentially a pull down. No, the ref's happy enough to let play on. Probably in the conditions sensible. So here's number 13 for Bridget's, who's Owen Derwin, point scorer in the first half. Works it well there with O'Rourke. O'Rourke from a narrow angle on the right hand side, wide ball. Still only the bare minimum between the teams. 14 minutes gone in the second half. Brigids, Westport, they're fighting tooth and nail, trying to stay in the game. Very, very difficult playing against the gale wind. But this game could still go either way. Goalkeeper tries to, very, very difficult conditions for the goalkeeper to try and pick out a short one there. Brickenden had broke to the wing, but it just hard to execute. The ball squirted out, and Bridges is going to have a line ball. Connacht fancies it, I think, from the left wing, about 21 metres out. With the wind behind him, he's going to have a go at the post here, so this will be interesting to see what happens. Turned over by Westport there as wing back, who's actually having a great game. Peter Carty, stalwart back in defence, very strong player. Himself and Bricken in the half back line having a big influence. There's number 12, who's Gareth Jordan, fella who's covering a lot of ground there, back in defence as well for Westport. Westport, I would not write them out of this game at all. They're well in contention. Number 10 inside there is Luke Tunney, point scorer. Another fella getting through a lot of work. Very, very difficult for the players out there, but this is a very exciting match, well worth watching. Dangerous possession. Billy MacDonald again cleans things up. He's winning a lot of primary possession for Brigids, and that's the platform really for their success in the second half, I think. Turned over, tackled by Lambert. He was a bit overzealous around the neck. Loftus even. Sorry for calling him Lambert. So referee wants a quick word with Stephen Loftus, one of Westport's most dangerous players. He's finding it hard to get into the game. These kind of conditions don't suit skillful forwards like that. Referee Coyne is having a word with him. I'd say it'll be a yellow card. Yellow card for Loftus. 16 minutes gone in the second half. St. Brigids 1-9, Westport 1-8, and Shane Connacht, 65 metres out from goal, has the ball in his hands with the free. He's looking for options. Not many ahead of him, so has to go backwards towards Dolan, the wing back, with a mighty first half. To Billy MacDonald, big man in the middle of the field, having a big influence, as I said, since he came in. Connacht looks direct towards the ball winner inside. Shukru turns his man again. Sprints towards goal, turns back Dolan, but the ball is slipped away from them, and number 7, Masson, hoovers it up. Now an opportunity for Westport to break. Here they go. Here is Loftus. Slipped inside, that's a cynical foul. Lambert, cynical foul. The referee is choosing not to go to the pocket there. Westport are going to attack up the left wing. Masterson slipped inside to the centre forward. Moore, brilliant tackle there by Ian O'Rourke. Prototype of the modern wing forward, tackling, winning kickouts, and who's got scrap for possession on the ground here? But a free for Westport. Number 8 there, who is Lambert, was fouled. Brilliant tackling there by the British players. Just overstepped the mark a small bit. So Lambert looking for options, looking forward. Moore in the centre forward, beginning to have more influence in the game. Takes on his man, flies past him, but good tackling by Dolan. Small but unlucky. He used the boot in the ground. Free in for Westport. Don't think it's kickable, but the referee has brought it a long way, and now it's very kickable. So that'll just show discipline, very important. As soon as the ref blows the whistle, shut up and get back in position. Now a difficult free has turned into a very, very kickable one, and this will be an equaliser for Westport. Number 8, Pat Lambert, who got 3 in the first half, 3 good frees, looks to equalise the game. We have had 18 minutes of the second half. But the wind, that'll show you how difficult the wind is. Ballooned wide there by Lambert, and the Brigids are still a point ahead. 18 minutes. There's a sub coming on here for St. Brigids right in front of us. That's number 20, who is Cormac Kenny, is coming in there for number 13, Owen Derwin. Owen point scorer in the first half. Replaced by Kenny, gone straight into the full forward line. So time is ticking on. We've 18 minutes gone in the second half. Westport a point down, Bridges a point up, and Derwin gets a great ovation from the Bridges fans here. Very difficult for inside forward, but he was showing constant tread across the line, and he'd be very happy with his performance. Point score in the first half as well. Now Gallagher with the kick out, boots out towards the 65. One out there by Rowley. Very solid game by the Westport man, number 9. Feeds his wing forward there into the full forward line. Good opportunity here now for Westport. But slipped to the wrong man, slipped to Brigids' man, and Brigids looked to build. Centre forward Oisin O'Reilly is very deep, slipped out to the number 7, who's Mark Harron. Centre back there is Paul McGrath, co-captain. Lovely left-footed pass forward from Cunyan towards O'Carroll. One difference I would have to say between the teams has been the ball winners inside for Brigids have been very, very good. I suppose they're getting better supply of ball as well, but turned over. Westport now with the free. That's going to be Garrett Jordan who's going to kick it. Kicks inside to Calvi. No, attacking is Rowley. Through the hands from Westport. Referees judged him to have overcarried there, bringing the ball into contact. Took too many steps, and it's going to be a Brigids free. Still 1 point between the teams. 10 minutes to go in the second half. Brigids a point to the good. We're playing with a strong wind behind them here in driving rain. The Connacht GA Centre and the Connacht Minor Club football final. Fantastic match so far. Already Mountbelly Moylock tonight won the B final, beating Turlestrand by 2 points in another cracker. So here, 10 minutes to go. Brigids a point up. Playing ball around the half back line. Happy enough to wait for an opening. Number 2 is Luke Grislane. Nice kick pass across the pitch, and they've plenty space now to advance into if they want it up the left wing. That's the full back, Pierce Frost. Lovely ball inside. Bit of space. Is that the sub who's just come in? No, it's Shukru again. Shukru's a very, very, very fast player. Looking for options. Back out to Ian O'Rourke, excuse me. It's got as far as Oisin O'Reilly. Trying to get a bit of space for a left-footed shot. Across the pitch. Centre back and captain Paul McGrath. Brilliant point by Paul McGrath. Captain score. First point of the game, and Brigids extended advantage for the first time to 2 points. 110 to 1-8 with 9 minutes to go. There's a Westport sub coming on in front of me there now, number 21, Aina Garrity. Who's he going to come in for? Sub is going to be made here. Aina coming on for number 18, who's Danny McGovern. '21 there, Aina Garrity. So kick out now for Westport. Sean Grimes. Well up there by Oisin, but Westport are still fighting for the match. Centre back Bricken wins a crucial break there. Captain's intervention, showing great leadership, fighting hard. Very, very difficult. Westport, of course, yet to score in the second half as the conditions have worsened as the night has gone on. That's Calvi there up the right wing. Pass back inside to Jordan. Looking for options inside, but very, very difficult. There's Brigids players in front of the full back line. It's hard for them to squeeze the ball through to the full forward line. Much better to work it across the line. Wait for the chance to come. In towards the sub. Well won. Back out towards... Here's centre forward Mark Moran. Patience is the key here now for Westport, and the chance will come. Alan Masterson, well won there. That's brilliant intervention by number 21, Aina Garrity. Turned over though by Brigids. And they're going to counter-attack. Coynan looks up, dangerous man to have the ball in this situation. Full back again there, Pierce Frost, who has been a great outlet for them all day, attacking from the fence. Playing one-on-one into Shukru. Shukru in a foot race with his marker. Wins it. Which way is this? Is the line ball going? Who kicked that free? I think it's going to be line ball for St. Brigids. 7 minutes to go here in the Connacht Club minor football final. Brigids with the Gale behind them, 2 points ahead against Westport. And they've Westport possession deep in the right cornerback position. Kick forward as far as he could there, but it's worked out in their favour, and Masterson again is one possession for his team. Looking to advance it. Bring the ball. The referee's going to bring the ball up. 65 metres out now from their own goal. They need to move it fast before the players can get back from Brigids. Move it across. Here's Moran. Inside 7 is Alan Masterson. Carrying a lot of ball for Westport. Very effective, very willing runner. Good tackling though by Brigids. Very difficult to get through the wall they've set up. Inside. Back out towards Tunney. looking for a gap. Bridget's defending has been very disciplined. They've only conceded 1 free in the second half in the scoreable area. So Westport are finding it very, very difficult to get through with the wind. Back towards Jordan. Looking to make a bit of ground. Slip back outside to the midfielder, who is Emmett Rowley. Excuse me, that's Captain Roy Brickenden. Advantage being played. He's going through the middle of the defence. Brereft's going to bring it back. That's a free in 40 metres out for Westport, who now time is running out for them. There's only 5 minutes to go and they're trailed by 2 points against the wind. Lambert has the ball in his hands. He's looking for someone to pass to. Is he going to just put it in around the house and hope for a break? It's not within kickable. What a kick. That's a fantastic kick. 40 metres out into an absolute gale. As good a point as you'll see. Pat Lambert, that's his 4th. And now the gap is back to 1 point. That's St.Brigids 110, Westport 1-9. 5 minutes to go. That was an absolutely fantastic point by Pat Lambert. I didn't think he had any chance of scoring it, but outside the foot, drilled into the wind. What a point. Will that lift Westport? No, they have another ball here. Out centre back, Brickenden yet again, hoovering up. No, it's not. It's Tunney or Rowley, the two of them playing a lot of ball. Fierce excitement here as the crowd are getting very into. Only a couple of minutes to go and only a point in it. As exciting a match as I've been to in a long time. All credit to the players. As bad conditions as you could play in, but they've put on a fantastic show here. There's number 9, Rowley again. He's inspirational for his team, driving at every opportunity at the heart of the defence, and now a free for Westport, 60 metres out. I know I said it the last time, but there's no way Lambert can score this one. Oisin O'Reilly there, the man who scored 1-3 in the first half, is going to talking to from the ref, gets a yellow card. We've got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go here. Pushing the back, so they've advanced that 10 metres. Still outside the kicking zone, I think, for Lambert. But Westport camp now in the Brigids half, trying to claw back the point. That will equalise the match. And it's brought in again. That's the second time now that's happened. To ill discipline by the Brigids defenders. And it's going to, now that is a kickable free. The left-footed player, Stephen Loftus, is the man entrusted with to equalise the teams. 3 minutes to go. Very difficult free. Loftus, great score, level scores. Brilliant kick by Loftus, his second point of the match, and the teams are level. 3 minutes to go. Are we looking at extra time here in the Connacht GA? Although there's a bit of controversy about it. Ref's going in to consult with his umpires. The Brigids defence are adamant that it was wide. The ref is going to now consult with his linesman. The ref still confusion reigns here whether that was equalising point or not. Bridget seemed convinced it was wide. Ref now going in to consult. Decision will be made. The flag's gone up. The teams are level. 1-10 each. Loftus the man with the free. Brilliant heart and courage by Westport to come back. 1-10. 2 minutes to go. The ball's been booted out to the middle of the field. One again by Westport. Now they are the team in the ascendancy with the momentum. The attack, good defending though by Bridget's band there. Left-footed centre back Paul McGrath won a crucial ball, and now Shane Kernan is fouled. Bridget's look to build. Great excitement here at the Connacht GA Centre. Full forward is Shukru again out in front, not for the first time today. Looks to take on his man. Cuts back onto his favourite right foot. Shoots. Shukru with the point. 111 to 110 now for St.Brigids. Brilliant score by the co-captain of the Brigids. Possibly the man, well, if I was giving out the man of the match, it would be him. Torn on their side all day. And has he got the winner now? As there's a minute to go. Brigids 111, Westport 110. The ball out to the middle of the pitch. Crucial kick out. Who's going to win it? Rowley has it. Rowley, brilliant break there by Rowley for Westport. Long way to go up the pitch, but here they come. Good tackling from Brigids. Turn the ball over. Back out there. That's number 28. Rory Fallon has his hands on the ball. In again to Shukru. Again he wins it. Absolute speed merchant, and he's bearing down on goal. Back out to number 20 didn't attack the ball there, and Westport have turned over. Counter attack. Can they narrow the gap? 1 point in at Brigids lead. 111-110. Clock ticks towards full time. How much extra time will we have? Number 9 is Rowley. His midfield partner nailed with a shoulder by Shane Kernan. Ref thinks it was a free. Pat Lambert was crunched by his opposite number there. Brigids claims shoulder to shoulder, but possibly slightly in the back. So free in now, 50 metres out for Westport. They trail by a point. There's 30 minutes go up in the clock. Free, 50 metres out. Centre back. Is he going to put it on the deck and have a go? Brickenden. Think he might be thinking about it. This is 50 metres out into a gale force wind. He kicked a fine 45 in the first half, but that was with the wind behind him. Sub in there now for Westport. 6 is Brickenden, the captain. It's going to the right. The hands go up. One by centre forward. Moore looks to the posts. What's the umpire going to say? Wide. That was a good opportunity for Westport there, Moore, and the wind is blowing, but he had a look at the post. He had a good chance, and the ball has gone wide. The linesman goes in. There's a point in it. Brigids lead Westport by a point. The linesman has gone in to see how much extra time is going to be added on. I'll tell you now, as soon as the Brigids fans are getting very excited. Point in it. They won this competition last year. It'd be a fantastic achievement, and there's going to be 3 extra minutes. One again there by Jordan, who's had a brilliant last 10 minutes. He's won a lot of possession around the middle of the field. Westport look to move it fast. Out to the right. I think the ref is going to hop the ball. Hot ball. Hot ball here now. Westport got over anxious and moved the ball, kicked it from the wrong position. The ref has correctly pulled him back. Hopped, won by Conan. He's lying on the ground. I think the ref's going to give a free against him. There wasn't much he could have done, but free now. Free now for Westport. 3 minutes, 1.5 of them have already elapsed. We've got Brigids up by a point. Westport 110, St.Brigids 111. Westport with possession, playing into the gale force wind. Looking to somehow manufacture an equalising point and send this game to extra time. Shane Kernan, who's been in the wars a small bit today, is down, getting treatment from the physio. So we're going to have a brief break in play here as Kernan is up, and Westport, 1.5 minutes to go. There'll be another bit added on there. There was a lengthy enough stoppage. Westport looked to manufacture the equalising point and salvage this Connacht championship. The ball goes in long. Dangerous one. Lovely ball control there. And Brigids are back in the attack. That was centre back Paul McGrath. That was a brilliant intervention by him. Lovely control, one-handed. And now they're attacking. Minute left. That's O'Rourke. Hand pass nicely ahead towards number 20. Cormac Canny, who's a sub who came in. Into Shukru. Brilliant defending. Westport fighting tooth and nail here to try and rescue this match. And they have the ball left corner. And they're attacking. Here they come. Number 7 is Masterson. Fine game. Lots of space out in the right wing for Rory Brickenden. Captain. Chipped up nicely. Is this Westport's last chance? Keep ball, I think they're going to try and play until the opportunity comes. Peter Carty, very, very difficult for them to work a score, but they've done it already in this game. Turned over, loose hand pass. That was a tired hand pass, and Brigids are on the attack. Can they see out the game? The long whistle goes. Brigids are back-to-back Connacht Minor Club football champions at the A grade. Scenes of joy here as the crowd invade the pitch. Fantastic match here at the Connacht GA Centre. Brutal conditions, but two teams served up great entertainment on a Friday night. Fair play to St. Brigids. They trailed by 3 points at halftime, having played against a strong wind. Came back to lead by 2, only for Westport to reel them in again. And then the winning point, fittingly kicked by captain Shukru.
Kieran Shukru, who had a fantastic match at full forward, and that was enough for to see his team over the line. Congratulations St. Brigids and also to Westport for a fantastic night's entertainment. Thanks also to you, the viewer, for watching Connacht GA YouTube channel. Stay tuned to all our social media channels to see when the next stream game on this channel will be. Thank you. Good night.